presented by Matt Moore Pro Wrestling and sanctioned by the Texas Wrestling Club. The Texas Wrestling Club has asked that I inform you must remain vigilant during this match. This is the most dangerous match the Texas Wrestling Club sanctions. Please remain vigilant.
Your main event this evening is presented by Matt Moore Pro Wrestling and sanctioned by the Texas Wrestling Club. The Texas Wrestling Club has asked that I inform you, you must remain vigilant during this match. This is the most dangerous match the Texas Wrestling Club sanctions. Please remain vigilant. The Texas Deathmatch rules are as follows. After scoring either pinfall or submission, a 10-second count begins. The competitor who had the fall scored against them must stand up by that 10 count, or they will lose. It could go 4 falls or 40. It is time for the Texas Deathmatch. It's for the Matt Pro Super Openweight Championship.
Introducing the challenger, standing to my right, fighting out of the red corner. He hails from Dallas, Texas. This is the king of the digital landfill, Matt Locke.
What we're gonna do is these people didn't hear you the first time when you said my name. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna say my name again, and each and every one of you are gonna stand up and show me the respect I deserve. Say it again!
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, hailing from Dallas, Texas, the king of the digital landfill, Matt Locke. And his opponent, hailing from White Widow Valley, being accompanied to the ring this evening by Hilda La Muñeca. This is the reigning, defending Matt War Pro Super Openweight Champion, the World Breaker, Rick Savage. Your official in charge after the bell, Cedric Scott. Action underway. No traditional lockup like you usually see here in Matt War Pro Wrestling, because there are no rules. This is Texas Deathmatch, the 60th anniversary. 6 decades have culminated to Fort Worth, Texas, Friday, October 17th, Matt War Pro 3-year anniversary, Black Sunshine. Matt Locke now immediately face-to-face with Hilda La Muñeca. That temptress. Whoa! Hey, Matt Locke just gave a forearm to Hilda La Muñeca, and Rick Savage is pissed. Matt Locke, very smart, immediately getting all over Rick Savage. Rick, though, taking advantage, using that 330 plus pounds of muscle. But Matt Locke, a step ahead there. Perhaps he's trying to anger the giant. He's trying to get him off his game plan. Now the sleeper attempting to be applied by Matt Locke, but Rick Savage's neck is just too large. Rick Savage able to stand up with the weight of Matt Locke, weighing down on his back. Rick Savage up and over, out to the corner. Big forearm to Matt Locke. Rick Savage with the enziguri. The agility you do not find on another 330-pound man. and Brick Savage is thinking about going up top. Up and down. Big splash. No water in the pool for Brick Savage. Matt Locke, diving double drop kick, almost putting the feet through the shoulders of Brick Savage. Into the pin. 1 count. Again, a reminder, a competitor must score a pinfall or submission to begin the standing 10 count. Only once one competitor is left standing, we will have a winner. Matt Locke already going out. What is Matt Locke looking for? Apparently some renovations are happening in the Southside Preservation Hall, and Matt Locke's been doing some scouting. Matt Locke already introducing some plunder to the ring. That door, I believe that used to be an electrical room door, perhaps, here at the Southside Preservation Hall. I didn't realize the door was still here. Brick Savage now recovering, going face first onto that door. Matt Locke just hurling some trash at a fan. And he did not hurl himself at a fan, I stand corrected. Now just slamming the door on Brick Savage, perhaps literally and figuratively, closing out the Super Openweight Championship reign of Brick Savage. Now a chair found underneath the ring by Matt Locke. The door across the back of Brick Savage, compounding the impacts and denting this door. There's pieces of door flying every time that chair makes contact. And Matt Locke now undoing a turnbuckle pad. This early in the match, this has got to be a strategy by Matt Locke. Hurling that turnbuckle pad at some small children in the front row. Matt Locke never missing an opportunity to go low where others might go high. Brick Savage now up to his feet. The weight of Brick Savage too difficult to move for Matt Locke. Matt Locke reverse. Sent into the exposed buckle. Brick Savage with a big forearm. This is the most offense we've been able to see the Super Openweight champion put together. Matt Locke rocked by that shot. If there was a standing 10 count here, who knows? Matt Locke could be out. But there has been no pinfall or submission yet. But there has been a slight case of early onset spinal stenosis, courtesy of Brick Savage. Matt Locke has barely moved, and I cannot believe how loud. It sounds like someone has fired a gun inside the Southside Preservation Hall. In nearly a decade of being involved in professional wrestling, I have never heard a chair shot echo like that. Brick Savage trying to drive the head of Matt Locke through the door. Brick Savage with a sleeper applied on the king of the digital landfill. Matt Locke going limp. Matt
Matt Locke is out, but he just got smacked back to consciousness, courtesy of the World Breaker. Rick Savage lining up for a spear. A swing and a miss in the front row just ate pieces of that door. Pieces of wood, chips of paint scattered across the Southside Preservation Hall, and Matt Locke to his feet, much to the chagrin of the Southside crowd. Rick Savage now up to his feet. Keep your eye on him. Rick with the chain, courtesy of Hilda La Muñeca. Again, that temptress has come into play, and Matt Locke is bloodied. Early into this Texas Deathmatch, and we've already got blood. The chain around the neck of Matt Locke. You know, Matt Locke was not planning on seeing his own blood so early in this Texas Deathmatch. I said it at the start, it could be 4 falls or 40. We've already seen one, but Rick Savage wasn't happy with it. He's not done inflicting punishment on, now he's hanging Matt Locke. Matt Locke is bloodied and hanging by this chain, courtesy of Hilda La Muñeca, and more importantly, the Mat War Pro Super Openweight Champion, Rick Savage.
He's out of there on that one. That's a submission. 2.
Matt Locke, bloodied, down on the floor. Rick looking for plunder underneath the ring as this crowd rallies behind him. Matt Locke, bloodied, barely making it to his feet. Matt Locke back to his feet, but unaware of where he is. Very close to Hilda La Muñeca. Keep your eyes on Hilda. Ever dangerous, ever vigilant for her man, Rick Savage. Matt Locke trying to find Rick Savage now. The blood, the sweat pouring down into his eyes, making it difficult to see. Rick Savage is back here. I see a light on in a storage room. God knows, it's another door. Looks like Matt Locke might have done a doodle on that door. I see a not so nice hand gesture there. Perhaps Matt Locke had some plans that Rick Savage just intercepted. Matt Locke still looking for Rick Savage. Rick basically mirroring his images. Savage here. Keeping an eye on Hilda La Muñeca. Calling for Hilda, beckoning her. He must have something in mind. Hilda getting her comeuppance. Matt Locke opened this contest up by thinking he had gotten rid of Hilda La Muñeca, but that woman right there might be his downfall. Rick Savage, Matt Locke fighting in a precarious position in front of this door. Matt Locke up. Matt Locke fighting for his life, stomping through the chest of Rick Savage. But not for long, introduced to the canvas by the World Breaker. Now, sent into the pole. Matt Locke finding a moment of reprieve to sit in the front row, squaring up the shot. Big kick, and Matt Locke just went from the first row to the third row. Trying to stand up, I can barely see the action here. They're fighting all over the Southside Preservation Hall. Matt Locke trying to make it to his feet. Beaten, bloodied. Rick Savage has made his way to the merchandise stand, and I thought that was a decoration. We had some Matt War Pro t-shirts hanging on a barbed wire wrap door. No. Rick, I know this is personal, but oh, chairs! Watch out for flying chairs, fans. Matt Locke with no regard for anyone's safety here in the Southside Preservation Hall. The king of the digital landfill. What is... That's a gusset plate. That conjoins pieces of wood when you're framing a house. That's not supposed to go in a man's skull. Matt Locke bleeding in front of Hilda La Muñeca, plotting his next attack on the World Breaker. Trying to rally this Fort Worth crowd, mocking Brick Savage, but that might work against you, Matt Locke. Matt Locke, you know blood loss has got to be coming into play now. Matt Locke, his face, the proverbial crimson mask, to quote Gordon Soley. Brick Savage continuing to inflict pain. Matt Locke holding himself up against the walls. It's rather amusing that flag says come and take it. That's exactly what Matt Locke was trying to do here tonight. Oh, a bit of revenge, trying to smother Brick Savage. We saw Brick Savage attempt to hang Matt Locke early on in this contest. This crowd in Fort Worth bricked up like a brick house tonight. I wish I was getting paid to say that. Brick Savage down. Matt Locke bringing him to his feet. Matt Locke promising some things here to this Fort Worth crowd. Brick Savage freeing himself from the grasp of Matt Locke. Right hand and a right forearm to follow it up. Into the ring, shaking all four posts. Brick Savage, Matt Locke, back and forth. Brick Savage just went through that barbed wire covered door. I think the Fort Worth faithful said it correctly. Brick Savage, Matt Locke, both down in a heap. Brick Savage, you know his back, his legs have to be ensnared in that barbed wire. Wire designed to keep thousands of pounds of cattle in. And 330 pounds of Brick Savage just went crashing through it. Matt Locke now just stomping on the remains of that door. Matt Locke. 2 counts, says Cedric. Matt Locke starting to get confident that he may be able to score a fall and start the standing 10 count. 3, there is our fall. The standing 10 count begins. Can Brick Savage make it to his feet? Fort Worth starting to count along with Cedric Scott. Matt Locke now standing triumphant in the center of the ring. The count reaches 7, 8. Brick Savage rising like a phoenix from the ashes. Barely to his feet, but still alive. Still breathing is the World Breaker, Brick Savage. Matt Locke telling him to stay down. I think Brick Savage took that as a challenge. You want me to stay down? Let me show you how high I can get. Matt Locke now trying to regain his composure on the outside of the ring. These fans are in danger. They have got to clear out of the way. This is a dangerous situation. Oh, we saw this door introduced earlier by Brick Savage. I'd honestly forgot it was set up there. Matt Locke dropped on his head and neck. 1, 2, 3. Brick Savage has scored a fall. Now the standing 10 count begins. Can Matt Locke answer? Hell, is Matt Locke paralyzed? That is the question we're asking in Fort Worth tonight. We're over halfway there. Fort Worth chanting along. Matt Locke at his feet at the 8 count. We were oh so close. I don't know how Matt Locke is standing right now. This has gone beyond personal. This has gone beyond a match. Texas Deathmatch is the only way this can end. Hilda La Muñeca perched on the top rope, watching the chaos from above. This camel clutch applied, now raking at the nose, the upper teeth. Watch out! No, not Lou Cameron! Not Lou Cameron! No! This isn't right! These two heathens, these two miserable human beings in Matt Locke and Lou Cameron. No! No! This is way too dangerous. This is too much. No! No, God, no! No, Matt, no! Don't do it, Matt! Matt, don't! There's glass flying all over the Southside Preservation Hall. Matt Locke showing no mercy. Have you a heart? Have you a soul, Matt Locke? Have you the slightest morals? Brick Savage is barely moving. There's glass in his hair. No, Matt! This is ridiculous. Somebody's got to stop this. Brick Savage fighting to his feet. Matt Locke, I think he's still got a shard of glass in his hand. Lou Cameron down, courtesy of the World Breaker. Brick Savage looking to get even. There's about 4 light tubes there. And Matt Locke just clotheslined through all of them. Both men are down. There's glass everywhere. There are stunned faces. I promised you when this night began, the 3rd year anniversary of Matt War Pro Wrestling would be unlike anything you have ever seen before. And by God, I think this is delivered. Matt Locke crawling into the pin. 1, 2, 3. The standing 10 count begins. Cedric Scott to his feet. Matt Locke. I don't know if Matt Locke will be able to make his way to his feet. These two have fought all over the building. They've put each other through doors. They've hit each other with chairs. There's literally a pile of glass and blood in the center of a Matt War Pro wrestling ring. I don't know what the hell is going on anymore.
Keep that belt, Freak!
Rick Savage barely breaking the count. Barely responsive at this point. That punch not as strong as we're used to seeing from the World Breaker. Matt Locke slides through. Rick Savage is dazed. There was glass that just fell out of Rick Savage's hair from that forearm.
No, not you!
Death Valley Driver, courtesy of Matt Locke. 1, 2, 2. Matt Locke is aghast. Rick Savage is screaming, a primal scream, a primal urge to fight, to win, to walk out of the Texas Deathmatch alive. Not only the winner, but with your life. Oh, Rick Savage swinging a miss. He just kicked Matt Locke in the face while Matt was holding a bundle of light tubes. Matt Locke has not moved. Matt Locke is barely breathing. In a pool of glass, of blood, of particles of wood. These men have done it all. What does Rick Savage have in mind here? A shot to the liver of Matt Locke with those light tubes. The glass entering the body of Matt Locke. Face first goes Locke into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Matt Locke. He has to get to his feet. He's laying on light tubes. Matt Locke incapacitated, unmoving. Not a muscle as we reach 5. Rick Savage looking down. Matt Locke holding on for dear life. The only reason Matt Locke is on his knees right now was because he held on to Rick Savage. There are light tubes all over this ring. 12-6. Matt Locke sent. When Rick Savage doesn't get the desired effect, he will reach that by any means necessary. 2. Somehow, Matt Locke fights on. Somehow, there is a will. That will is a hatred for Rick Savage and a desire to wear the Matt War Pro Super Openweight Championship. Officials merely trying to keep these competitors and our fans safe here. It's a minor miracle the Texas Wrestling Club was willing to authorize this matchup. Rick Savage trying to stabilize himself on the ropes. These men have been fighting for 30+ minutes. They have hit each other with everything in their arsenal. They've used every bit of weaponry. Oh, Rick Savage dragging Matt Locke through the pile of broken glass that now covers this ring.
Oh my God!
once again, Matt Locke in precarious position as Brick Savage stands tall, 330 pounds, crashing down, 1, 2, 3. Again, we enter the 10 count. Matt Locke must get to his feet. We're over halfway there. 5 count reached. Brick Savage has got to move. 8. We're almost there. 9. Can Matt Locke do it? Your winner and still openweight champion, Brick Savage, the World Breaker, has looked death in the eye and stood tall. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Texas Deathmatch, the World Breaker, Brick Savage, and still Matt War Pro Super Openweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Matt Locke.
Friday night, October 17th, on the 60th anniversary of the most heralded and feared sanctioned pro wrestling bout for the Super Openweight title, the king of the digital landfill challenges World Breaker Brick Savage in Texas Deathmatch 65. Friday night, October 17th, Southside Preservation Hall, Fort Worth, Texas. It's Matt War Pro Wrestling 3YA, Black Sunshine.
Well, there it is, Brick. From start to finish, I gave you literally everything I had. I told you from the start of this, it wasn't about taking your title. It wasn't about Hilda. It was about me and you. I hope when you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you see the new scars that you have and you feel the parts of your body that don't feel the same anymore. I hope you you think one name. Matt Locke. Me and you, Brick, we're doing this forever. Fuck you.